Okay, welcome back to Grace County High School. Things just got underway just a moment ago, and we think we're getting things worked out technically, so hopefully we'll get over to our regular broadcast equipment just shortly, but until then, we're going to keep things here right here on the phone and going back and forth. Lady Marshall's controlling the ball, Mia Teague off the head, and Casey Fuller gets a big bump in the back, and boy, I thought they called that the wrong way, didn't they, Jack?
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, looked pretty obvious to me that she just got knocked right down from behind.
It's our ball.
Oh, okay. So it did get. I got to get my orientation right. So we're moving right to left, so everything is right. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, so we're underway here, just a couple minutes into this game, and I want to tell you about the Shopperama Callers of the Game. Well, I can squeeze that in real quick here. Now it's time for the Callers of the Game, brought to you by Shopperama, with locations in Draftonville and Calvert City. Your local authorized Valspar retailer, Shopperama, can give you the perfect collar match for you and your home. Whether it be Marshall County Orange or something a little more subtle, the folks at Shopperama have you covered. Tonight, Lady Marshall's wearing the away uniforms. That's the white socks, white jerseys with the orange numbers on the back, and the orange shirts. And Grace County, they're working in blue shorts and blue jerseys. The jerseys have white numbers on the back, and they have blue socks. Keeper for Grace County's wearing kind of an orange and red outfit, black shorts. Lady Marshall's trying to drive over on that right side. That looks like that's Casey Fuller. And the keeper for Lady Marshall's, she's dressed in all black. And those are the colors of the game. We want to remind you, the next time you need paint, hardware, supplies, and so much more, visit Shopperama in Draftonville or Calvert City. They've been providing quality hometown service since 1965. And I know Aaron's trying to give me a call here on the other line. As soon as I find a break, I'm going to try to switch over and find out what he's got. Hopefully we're getting things switched back up. And I'm going to just, while we're going, I'm going to click it there. And if you can hear me back in the station, I'm going to try to connect. I'm going to presume maybe that's what Aaron's telling me. Ball out of bounds here on the near touch line. And Lady Marshalls will have a throw in. That's Hope Howard getting the ball in off of Mia Teague's head. And Jack, let's click connect and see if this doesn't do it for us. And we're trying to connect here, and looks like we got it. So I think we're at a point here to transition. Actually, we're going to hold on just a second. Lady Marshall is trying to drive the ball down on the right side. Casey Fuller's moving farther, had a lot of defensive pressure on her, slow down the drive, and now more pressure comes in. She's going to try to drop the ball off. And Fuller kind of moving back and forth again. Drops the ball back to Gallimore. And now picked off by Grace County. Robertson comes in, steals things away, gets it over to Claire Body. Now Robertson moving forward. Nice ball movement here by the Lady Marshalls. Maxlow had it for a moment. Now Mia Teague. She feeds back over to Robertson. Robertson drives up in the middle. Back out the other way. Casey Fuller goes in and she gets tripped up back down to the ground. Robertson, defensive pressure though by Grace County, finally clears it out. And there's going to be a foul on the Lady Marshalls. While we have this transition, we're going to try to transition over our equipment. So I'm going to hang up from the phone and try to get things going here on the regular broadcast equipment. Back with you in 30 seconds. Test 1, 2, 3. Alrighty.
Nicole was out with her family and she got hurt.
No.
Stay high.
She knew she needed help.
We made the decision that it's something that needed to be cared for.
Alrighty, test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. You got me good there, Mr. Lindsay? I'm going to get my mic turned up. Jack's mic turned up. A little crowd mic. Yes! Oh, boy, great. Maxlow?
Unappreciated.
In the Marshall County,
I don't have my sheet to write anything down, so I'm going to rely on you.
Number on a chart, the next in line. You're a person.
The attention that they give to the person as much as the illness or the injury is what brings us back.
Alrighty.
Let's face it, life is going to happen. And when it happens, you need Marshall County Hospital.
There's going to be things that are going to happen. You need to just be able to get somewhere, get some attention. For that immediate attention, attention to detail.
Jack.
When life happens, they're there. Marshall County.
Your home for Marshall County Soccer. K95.7.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Welcome back to live soccer action from Graves County High School, and I don't know if we should just hang up, Jack, as soon as we transitioned off to get over here to this other equipment, Lady Marshals drive in and make the first goal of the game. Jack, tell us about that drive.
Great feed by Anna Whitaker. Anna Whitaker. I'm going to do that all day. Anna Robertson through the middle, got in front of Ellie Carter and pushed it up out to the wing, and Zoe just put on some speed and just turned around the outside defender, and a nice shot off the 18. Nice shot. Nice hard shot. Transition, Casey. There goes Teague. Nice ball movement. They're really nice ball movement. Our passes aren't too crisp, but they are really moving into open space. Much better than what we were doing with Owensboro on Saturday.
Hope Howard with the ball, drops it over to Hill. Hill goes back over to Robertson. Robertson, sorry, check that. That's Hope Howard still with the ball. She transitions over here to Janie Pagel right in front of us. And now she goes back into the middle. And there again, Mia Teague has the ball. Maxwell with a great move. See if she can get up and through. Knocked down there by Graves County. And they try to flip the ball back out the other way. But you're right. Excellent ball movement here by the Lady Marshals. There's a big collision. Lady Marshals still have the momentum going. And handling it on the other side is Abby Bevel. Bevel on the far touchline. That's the Lady Marshals' right offensive side of the field. Now moving forward, getting another physical bump off the ball. Jack, we had a physical game up in Owensboro this over the Saturday. In this game, here's a little bit physical by Graves County. But we saw that a little bit when we came in there and saw them in their matchup. I don't remember who they were playing when we came in, but
sure, Meade County. They're playing Meade County, and they're seniors. They play a lot of high-level soccer with clubs, so they're used to all that. They're used to shoulder to shoulder. Yep. There's another good bump by Anna Whitaker on Anna Robertson, and
extended her arm though, and that's what the officials saw, and we saw it right here as well. And Janie Pagel will take this ball off the foul and going to be knocked down. Actually, Teague will come a little hot off of her feet. Graves County has the pick up the possession there. Robertson right there trying to disrupt things.Ets it back over to Teague. Teague back to Bevel. Bevel at the center line. Pops the ball forward, but it goes past one midfielder. But the defensive line of Graves County wings it way back out the other way, and John Walker swings it over to the right side. As Gallimore had it for a minute. Now Bevel, and now Graves County. Long ball back over. Hope Howard, nice header off. We'll settle it back the other way. Janie Pagel trying to get a turn on the ball. Gets it back over to Mia Teague. Lady Marshals are trying to feed that ball up into the middle and then let that midfielder, actually in that center position, try to decide whether they're going to go left or right. And they've done a good job of going right and left as well. Probably favored the right side a little bit more.
Casey's out of position there. She's not used to playing striker, so she's out there on the wing and trying to help Zoe out, and she's not up top where she's supposed to be, so she's really got to concentrate on where her position is, and Coach put her up there for a reason. She's got some good speed, she's got some good foot skills, and she's got some creativity. Mia Teague.
Yep, Bevel with a steal, got it over to Casey Fuller, got to Teague. Teague dropped back over to Gallimore. Gallimore working the ball over on that right side. Gets it forward, goes and go out of bounds off of Graves County. Throw in for the Lady Marshals on the far touchline. Jack, tonight we're positioned where we called the game last year. I know you weren't over here calling the game, but Jason was over here. But the protocols, the COVID and all that expanding out, gosh, it's almost natural. I knew you were going to have this happen eventually, and sure enough, we've been displaced from, the media has been displaced from the press box. Imagine that. But anyway, I know they got to run the scoreboard and PA announcers and all that. Not a whole lot of room up there like ours back at Marshall County's Colburn Stadium, but nonetheless, we do have a good position right here. We can certainly call all the substitutions real well. And this ball's placed in bounds, and going to be a throw in here now for Graves County.
I'm just glad to have a headset, Caleb.
Oh yeah, isn't this nice to actually have the equipment functioning, everything up and going like we want. And Jack, we tried to tell them that no, that outlet right over there is the one that works. And no, they didn't really want to listen to us. And not that we know everything about Graves County High School, but sure enough, that's where it ended up working here. Ball stolen away by Robertson.
Great. Robertson drive through the ball. Great job. There's Zoe out on the wing.
Yeah, they're going right, but I like this, Casey. Yeah, look, Pagel wide open on the left, but if we feed back over to the right, Robertson's going to go forward. Now she's going to switch back over to her left side. There's a long ball over to Pagel. It's going to be a little bit too much heat.
She's a little sucked in.
Yeah, go out of bounds. Yeah, Pagel, you're talking about sucked in too far in sort of the box. Yeah, that wing, you really got to get your position out there. That's why I call them a wing, right? Maybe they need to call them wing tips, not like the shoes, but out there that far edge side. I had to throw in the wing tip shoes because my wife always picks on me for the little bit of dingers I put in there.
Touch liner.
There you go. Here's a substitution for Graves County. Coming in is number 3, Samantha Kelly. Her dad is a proud Coast Guardsman, and I don't know if he's listening into our stream or if he's here in person or not, but say hi to him if he's out there listening somewhere.
Replacing Amy Matas.
You got to get back there
Macy Scott's about ready to check in here, number 34.
Next time, yep, there's an opportunity for the Lady Marshals. Right now, ball's in play. Picked off there on the right side. So Zoe Maxlow's moving forward. She gets pressure down into the corner. Ball comes out to the top. Casey forward. Now it's popped up in the air by Grace County. Robertson had a nice settle. It looked like it could have been a handball, but no call. Ball cleared out, back out the other way. Now Walker settles it down, gets it back over to Teague. Teague back to Bevel. Bevel swings it over to Robertson. Robertson back over to Teague. Teague's right up in the middle, about the bottom of the center circle. Perfect. Feeds it over to Gallimore. Gallimore's going to work forward. Lady Marshall's looking for a good clean outlet pass, and actually had great ball movement here so far in the first half. Again, Lady Marshall's with the 1-0 lead. Jack, the Lady Marshall's up to the top of the 18, but the ball gets stolen away by Graves County. Take it over.
Sure, we're on it. We're tight, and we're on our toes. So when we were playing Owensboro, we got down that goal and we started panicking. But you notice how we're on our toes moving forward, and we're passing to moving feet. We're not passing to open space. We're passing to open, and we're connecting. I'd say so far that we've connected 80% of our passes. So real good movement, real good give and goes. Casey just gave it to Zoe. She swung into the inside and gave it to Zoe. Callan's going to the outside. She just crossed the ball. And oh my gosh, man.
Maybe a little bit of higher end. Look at the sun right there. Could have been an opportunity for the Lady Marshals. Get another one, but
I'd say right on the fingertips of the goalie. So
she has this punt out. This punt out's going to land short of the center circle, settled by Robertson, and then cleared out back out the other way. Graves County moving the ball here in their defensive side of the field. Quickly coming up behind is Pagel with the steal. She drops the ball over to Hope Howard. Howard back over to Robertson, and Robertson has sucked in back towards the backside. She's going to switch off. Hope Howard's going to go forward, and Pagel's going to take that back left side. Now she's going to swing the ball over to the right side. Lady Marshall's going to settle it. Now come back out the other way. P-Money, Gallimore
to Mia Teague, and then she gives and goes right down the line. Zoe's right on top of that ball. Casey's got to give her a little bit more space back into the middle. She's so used to playing that wing. She's pinching that side, and she's got to come back to the middle so that she's got a passing angle.
Perry Crass and Scott will check in. Next time there's an opportunity for the Lady Marshals, but Graves County trying to push the ball over on their defensive side, looking to swing the ball farther down the field, and they do so. A lot of Lady Marshals there to shut down that drive.
Nice.
Coming back out the other way, though, right in the center circle with Graves County moving forward. The defensive line, though, for the Lady Marshals is holding strong. Coming back out the other way, Gallimore clears it back out. Who's going to pick up that 50-50 ball? Gallimore is going to pick up her own 50-50 ball, but she's going to collide with the Graves County player, Samantha Kelly, who just checked in a moment ago for Graves County, so that'll be a foul on her.
Nice to see that speed on that back line. I mean, Presley has been playing between the 40 and the 40 off of midfield, 10 yards off the midfield. So she's doing real good at transitioning that ball forward, and it gives you another person on that side where they can triangulate the ball down the side, or they can push it into the middle and across. So great job so far. These girls are on their toes. Totally different ball team than we saw Saturday
against Catholic. Yeah, that's for sure. This direct kick went all the way into the hands of Parker Perry. She punts this one out, clears the center line, headed back out the other way. 50-50 ball up in the air. Let's see who will settle it. That's number 11, Anna Whitaker, and she got a ball popped up in the air about the top of the 18. Hope Howard heads it down. Whitaker with another little touch of the ball. Hill back out the other way. Robertson trying to get turned on it and keep it out of there. There's a shot, and woo! Good save by Parker Perry. Good little turn and shot.
Nice shot on the goal. Yeah. That's their leading scorer for last year. She had 20 goals.
And that was set up.
Really careful, not letting her turn her hips.
Yeah, and she did great on that. A lot of times you see girls not quite get all the way around in that winner. You might sail it left or high if you can't get quite underneath it, but a good placement. Nonetheless, Parker Perry gets the save, but the ball goes out over the end line. So that'll be a corner kick here. First corner kick of the night. This will be off the right offensive side for Graves County. And there it is, put in play. Goes into the near post. And Hope Howard heads it out. And Mia Teague gives a little more distance. I'd like to see her hang on to that one there just a little bit longer because she's got great ball skills to move a little bit farther.
Really got to dribble the ball.
Yeah, she's going to give a little touch back to Howard. And that's going to come back out.
Press that ball.
Couple good touches there by the Lady Marshals, but Graves goes back out the other way. They're going to lose it back over. And Mia Teague, she's going to drive up a little bit.
Casey, travel the ball, Casey.
Hope Howard.
Travel. Lost the ball.
Hill sends it over to the middle to Abby Bevel. And Bevel gets it disrupted. Graves County moving back out the other way. But the defensive line for the Lady Marshals has done a good job of stealing the ball back out the other way. Off the head of Hannah Hill. A little bit dangerous. You can tell she's kind of like, oh gosh, I got the wrong deflection on that. But Parker Perry kept that one from being an own goal. She'll punt this ball off the left side. And where we are, it's kind of hard to, not kind of hard, it's pretty much impossible to see the clock, but I'm going to step out here just a little bit and see if I can see this. 24:37 to go here in the first half. Again, Lady Marshals have the lead. That time brought to you by Puckett's Jewelry, 1012 Main Street in Benton, where their name means a great deal. And now, a great deal more as Lady Marshals are trying to drive into the offensive side of the field, but have a turnover to Grace County.
Sure, Zoe just tried to take too much of an opportunity. Nothing wrong with it, man. They're dribbling to open space, and they're creating opportunities for shooting lanes, passing lanes. And so they just got to continue to keep on their toes, push against that defense, and create open passing lanes. So they're doing a good job. They're doing a good job against a mature team.
Well, the sun shines bright on my own Kentucky home, and right here in our eyes as we're looking out over the field here at Graves County High School. Air temperature is 87. It feels like temperature is 94. And now the Lady Marshals get to do their substitutions. Again, that's Crass, Scott, and Kinsley Perry. And for Graves County, they've got Kristen Kelly coming in, and I caught one other. Don't know who the other one is. I had one.
Hadley Looper's coming out, and Adams is coming out. We have Pagel coming out, Bevel, and... who else came out? I didn't see that. Oh, and Zoe Maxlow.
Maxlow on
Casey
her way.
Sliding out to the right, and then Kelsey Crass is taking up top, and Abby's at holding mid. So Macy Scott replaces Abby Bevel.
Ball down the line, knocked down by Graves County. Casey Fuller going to go back and give a little touch over to
Anna
Robertson. Robertson trying to swing the ball over, gets it over to Hope Howard. I think she intended to go a little bit wider on that. Hope's going to switch it back over to the defensive line in the middle, which was Hill. Now Hope Howard again on the left side. Feeds the ball over to Perry. Perry works that ball on the left side and gives it back over to Hope Howard. Again, we know Perry. Kinsley has the strong boot. We've seen her do that for sure. You're good. No, you got one of the players ready to substitute in, and he's trying to fiddly enough to try to move around, but we can see the field just fine here where we are. Pass settled there by Perry. Oh, nice move back over to her left side. Has a little bit of room to work just inside the top of the 18. Farther to her left and tries to drive it in and stayed in bounds. I thought it might go out for a corner kick. Perry looking, gets it back over
Macy.
to
Good movement, Macy.
Perry's going to come back out to the top of the 18, drop the ball back out to Hill. Man on. Hopefully, yeah, there we are talking about it. Here the girls talking behind us. Ball played into the top of the 18, goes off of Crass's foot, and Grace is going to try to clear it out, but Casey Fuller gets a little touch. Back over to Teague. Teague back to Robertson. And you got Robertson, Teague, and Casey Fuller. They're doing a good job of triangulating that ball over on that right side.
Did you say Anna drove to the corner? Casey came inside with that strong mid, man. Perfect ball movement. That's what they need. They just need a lot of time doing that, knowing where each other's going to go, knowing what each other's advantages are, and there's a good open
pass. Great play. Pass. Teague over to Kinsley Perry. Perry going to put this one to the top of the 18. Oh, we'd like to see someone there. There's a one touch. Nice shot by
Mia Teague,
but a great save.
Over the ball and slam it. So nice shot, Mia Teague. Nice set by Case.
Teague got that one off her head here about near the center circle. Ball fed back over to Robertson. This time Teague's going to work farther out. She's going to go to her left. Gives it over to Crass. Crass tries to turn on it. It's going to be a turnover. Yep, it will be. Grace County working back out the other way. Ring staff. Throw in on the opposite side of the field.
Anna Whitaker's coming out. Mia Teague's coming out for a little break.
And Reese Green, senior, checking in for Graves County.
Time 23, next time, lady.
Good soccer family in Graves County. Yep. Her older sister played, her older brother played, and I think she's the last one in that family there to play soccer. But all of them play varsity soccer. They're all really good soccer players. Good family.
Kind of like on our side, we've had the Crass name running through. And Kylie.
Yep.
Played with
Howards.
Yep. Yeah, the Howards, another good one. Of course, Kelsey's out there still. Cameron was the oldest sister. Played. Ball at the top of the 18. Lady Marshall's trying to get a turn. There's a shot, then it's going to go wide right. Casey Fuller got a foot on it, but wide right goal kick here for Graves County. And now Abigail Duncan, a junior, checks in.
I'm excited to see Kinsley get a shot fired off. She just got such a strong foot. We saw it, once or twice against Bull County, and I really want to see her just, lean over that ball and just whack her.
Goodwin checks out for Graves County. They're going to play the ball far over to the right side. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Way to pressure the passer. Way to go, girls.
Ringstaff with a touch to Crass. Crass looking for a turn back into the middle. Over to Peyton Lamb.
Nice.
Peyton Lamb pops the ball up. You got Crass over there as well as Perry, and Crass not able to get there in time. He go out of bounds over the end line. Goal kick here for Graves County. Lady Marshals again with that 1-0 lead.
Claire Body and Lainey Smith about ready to check in.
And that one goal, Jack, happened when we were actually off the air. Should we have more technical difficulties and see if the Lady Marshals can't pick up another one?
Heck, I'll pull the plug.
There you go. So we do have $5 into the CFSB scholarship scoreboard so far tonight. Remind you that end of the year CFSB will present 4 scholarships to Marshall County students, 2 athletic, 2 academic, both male and female, for their contributions to Marshall County High School. CFSB, your life, your bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. This ball long out and through. Hill's going to have it on the defensive line for the Lady Marshals. She's going to look to her right, works back over to her left, tries to get it over to Hope Howard. Hope Howard fighting for the ball, able to shield off and keep the possession. Drops it back over to Hill. And Hill's going to turn back over. We're going to try to reset that again. Now Hope Howard tries to go up and through, trying to fight around one player. And now play down the line. Good job. Kinsley Perry has it. Feeds it back up over to Ringstaff. Ringstaff leads it just a little bit too much. Put back about 10 yards. Now a long ball back out the other way by Hope Howard, and they're going to return it back the other way. And Hope sees it back the other way off the head of a Graves County player. Now settled down to the feet. Graves County's going to work back over towards the middle, but quick pressure comes in for the Lady Marshals. Graves County moves farther over on the left side, tries to feed the ball up. And a lot of pressure, but Graves still maintaining possession.
Majority game, so now you see where Ellie's at. She's probably about 40, 35. You don't want her up there. You want her back here on her heels playing defense. You know, she's up here in the front of the box with the wings, and you got to keep her back here helping with the defense and not her hips squared away to the goal. So, and we've done an excellent job so far of keeping her back there, you know. So, good job, Hope. Clearing that ball.
Yeah, clears that ball, gets it back over to Kinsley Perry. Perry looking for someone to get to, gets it over to actually Ringstaff. They didn't quite have the play down on that one there, what was going to happen. Miscue, be a throw in for
Maxlow's coming back in, so we've got Claire, Lainey Smith, Maxlow's coming in for Casey Fuller. We got Jonna coming out for a little break, and Hope's coming out for a little break.
So I thought that went off for Graves County.
Presley Gilmore.
Yeah, going to be a throw in for the Lady Marshals, which makes sense that we did the substitution, and there is the throw in. And Perry able to win it for the Lady Marshals. Trying to dribble up. Good defensive pressure coming back out the other way by Green. Yeah. And it's going to be lost out of bounds.
Yeah. See, there's that not playing with each other very much yet. So you got Kinsley out here on the wing, and you got Kelsey at the striker position, and you know Kinsley's assuming Kelsey's going to crash that goal, so she just kind of thumps it up there and hopes Kelsey will run under it, and Kelsey didn't even read that, so she just kind of Kelsey with the ball, centers it. Kinsley, get on that ball.
Kinsley Perry's kind of got 3 players on her, so she turns on it, gets a little touch on it. Crass, I'd like to see her get a little bit quicker to add a little bit extra momentum on it, but didn't happen there on that one. And I noticed that time the Lady Marshals were actually not pushed up quite as far, but the defensive line, Jack, has been doing a great job here for the Lady Marshals, and as well as the mids, to get that momentum swung back and forth.
We've got to keep the pressure on the toe. See, Ellie's back here on the other side of the 50-yard line. She's not going to be effective there. Their leading scorer is back here. Their 10 position is back here, fighting on the defense to keep. Ooh, nice through ball there.
There's Maxwell with an opportunity on the right side, just outside the penalty box. Feeds one up in. Crass, and this is going to go out of bounds. I think this will be a corner kick. Where's the sign? No, it didn't go out of bounds. It stayed in. I thought maybe it was going to go out of bounds. And now it's going to go out and be a throw-in. Let's go out here and check the time. We've got 15:35 left in the first half. That game time brought to you by Puckett Jewelry, located in Benton, 1012 Main Street.
Peyton Lamb just shut down.
A great deal more.
Peyton Lamb just shut. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You're good.
But Peyton Lamb just shut down us. They had a little run on us from the corner, had a lot of space, and Peyton Lamb just shut down that that passing lane. Wonderful job.
Hustling over here on the right side is number 13. I don't have a 13 on my roster, Jack, so I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
No, it's not on the KHS website. They had a few players listed. It could possibly be Allison Zergott, but I don't know. She didn't have a number listed.
See how Parker's being able to make that decision a lot better with this team, as far as when to come out and when not to come out. On Saturday, she had the trouble with Boyle County. They had some fast forwards, and our defense was playing up trying to catch offsides, and there was that huge gap. And Parker couldn't, that girl's speed, Parker couldn't decide to come in and out, and that's when they got us scored on, right, 3-1. So in the next game, our midfield was continuing to come back, and that whole gap there, and so they were shooting from the 18 to 22, and that's where they scored most of the time. So we've really got to figure that piece out, and they've all got to talk a lot more. Parker's got to talk a lot more. That girl's fast, and make decisions so that she can react better.
Throw in on the far touchline here for the Lady Marshals. Mind you, after this one here, and actually we're going to get the substitutions up. That's a lot. Why are we getting substitutions? Shouldn't be substitutions.
We got Looper, Graham.
If it's our throw-in, how will they get substitutions?
Looper, Graham, Whitaker's coming in, number 9.
Yeah, but how you do that, Jack? It's not their throw-in.
That's not my wheelhouse.
That's not your wheelhouse? No. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's that. I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong. Isn't that the rule? The substitutions happen when you have the throw-in.
Yeah.
Now, if you're substituting, the other team can as well.
Right.
If you're both.
We didn't have anybody up on the line.
No. I don't. With my orange and blue shirt, maybe they thought I was going in, Jack.
Well, I got this nice yellow rag that I'm wiping myself with.
The girl was sick here.
Oh, girl. Oh, there's a girl was sick over here, Jack. We missed that. Yeah. Oh, she looks a little. That looks a little heat related, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Missed that one there. Okay, thank you, Mr. Miller, for pointing that out to us. I knew there had to be something because these actually this is one of the. I'm not saying we have some officials that are better than the others, but the 3 that we have out here are pretty knowledgeable. That's for sure. We've seen them around, and
they know the girls.
Yep, and they've there's no surplus of officials. That's for darn sure. Well, anyway, hope the best for her and. She's going to get over and I think get a break and get some water, and I didn't catch a number on that, but wish her the best nonetheless. And the ball's still alive here. Crass has it on the left side. If we can get it over here. Oh, there's a great ball over the left side to Kinsley Perry. Pressure coming on back from backside. Switch over to the right. There's a one-touch, and the keeper goes down. I think she'd like to put a little more heat on that one if she had it back. We know she can do it, but the keeper had to lay that on the ground to stop that one. But another shot. And another save there for the keeper.
It's just a Lady Eagles. Used to, She was out all spring, so she's still getting her feet underneath her. And when she gets her body on the ball, man, she can fire a shot. But it was on goal. She didn't lean back. She controlled herself, and
Whitaker working about 35 yards down here on the offensive side.
We don't need Elliott.
And then trying to go out wide, disruption. She has the ball again, and she beating Whitaker all the way downhill with the disruptive pressure.
Good job.
Will it go in? No. It goes out, and that'll be a corner kick for Graves County on their right side. Pagel and Teagle check back in. Next time there's an opportunity for the Lady Marshals. But first, we'll have this corner kick, and if I can get a number or see on turn on that, who that is, I think that might be Whitaker. You're going to take this one here. Yep, I believe that's right. Yep, number 11, Whitaker. Senior for the squad. She comes in, strikes the ball, goes over towards the far post, actually jumping up in the air and getting the save there, Parker Perry. Perry doing a great job in the box this year. Had a lot of shoes to fill.
Yep.
Only usually a couple keepers that really to work with on a team because you only can get so much play, and it's not. Every position is important, but it's no secret that the keeper is a very unique skill.
Yes.
That a lot of folks just don't have.
And it requires guts. She's had a few concussions, and she broke her leg. Here at this field 2 years ago, I believe. She ran into Anna, I think, and just busted her leg. No, I'm sorry, was that Kinsley or one of the Perrys?
I don't remember.
No, it was Parker.
You got a good memory.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you, he probably doesn't know. And he doesn't even call him. That's Aaron Clayton. Sometimes he'll say, yeah, you remember back when, that year you did this and that? And I'm like, gosh, Aaron, I don't know. If it wasn't last Thursday, it's hard for me to remember. There's another opportunity for Kinsley Perry. Gets good pick off. Crass concerns the turn. Ball pops loose. Follow through. But
nice shot.
Jumps back around and gets that one there. Yeah, good little look there. Perry started that one off. Had a deflection back out the other way. Crass with the follow. But the keeper able to turn around and get that one But she was facing her goal when she had that save, Jack, so a lot of pressure on her. This ball's dropped back over here to the left side.
We just don't need to do
Lainey
that.
Smith.
We need to keep it moving forward. There's a lot of times when you pass it back to reset, right? And to reset and get in position and take shape. But when you've got their leading scorer on their 40-yard line, you want to keep her there, man. You don't want her on your side of the field, and keep it going.
The ball up and loose. Sorry to cut you off. Krass has one across the backside. And, not able to jump there in time, but the ball's going to go way out. Will it stay in? Krass, actually, that's Ringstaff going to go out there
it down
and keep it in for the Lady Marshals. She's going to send it down to the top of the 18, and Lady Marshals are going to lose it off top of the 18. Thought we might have an opportunity there, but I thought Tide might actually change a little bit. Ball's over on the left side, and Lady Marshall's still pushing here in her offensive side of the field, just outside the top. Krass comes in, just blasts this one down, and then tries to get one on, but there again, not enough heat. A little too deep out on that shot, so I think she'd probably like to have that one back, and could have probably driven in another 5 or so yards. But you get in the heat of the moment, driving in, you try to make something happen.
Had her hips away from the ball. If she would have had it turned, just took 1 or 2 more stutter steps, and she would have had a really strong shot. And Zoe's got the ball again. Oh, there you go.
We got Lady Marshall's 4-on-4 if it's going to get moved. It doesn't go out of
8.5 minutes left. They got Janie Pegg, Olmia Teague, Anna Roberts, and Casey Fuller coming back in.
And for Graves County, Lizzie Irons and, I missed the other one.
Good job.
Number 8, Ryan Beth Goodman.
Macy Kinsley, Kelsey come out, and Pink Lamb comes out. So, good. This is kind of fun sitting right here on the 50.
It is. It's a different perspective.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to call a game from different perspective every now and then. The only one I probably don't like is. I don't want to single a school out because they do what they can do. But there's one school that we end up having to go to the right of our bench, and it's great perspective when the ball's all the way down on our end, but it's horrible when you're on the other end. There's a shot.
Nice.
Casey Fuller, nice one from about 20 yards out. But the keeper jumps up, and the fan base for Graves County goes crazy with that big save. And that was a big save, Jack. High quality save there by the keeper for Graves County. And off the head of Anna Whitaker.
Keep Ellie. That's not what you need.
Krass trying to go in and stop things. Now driving farther out. Turning back over to the left foot. There's a shot and jumping up. Actually, I thought she was going to jump up. But scooping down with the save is Parker Perry. And that shot was by, I think, Christina Kelly, wasn't it? No.
That was Ellie Carter.
Ellie Carter.
That was another save.
Parker doing a good job with the saves as well as the keeper for Graves County.
Yeah, she's had some. Well, Casey shot 2 really hard firecrackers there. Those will come through. So
something to note here, Jack, is the punts by Parker Perry. They are clearing the center line, and that's a great sign of a strong leg, and that can really get your momentum going. Conversely, you look back the other way. Graves County punts are coming out falling, generally about a little short of the center circle. So that's about a 25-yard differential. But you got to pick up the possession because ultimately those are 50-50 balls. Graves County working the ball over on that left side. Defensive line for Lady Marshals retreats back. They're in good position, but Graves tries to put a ball in towards the penalty box.
It's soft. Back
out the other way. Graves still with the possession. Actually, Robertson got a foot on that to disrupt the play. Ball sent into the top of the 18. And, miscommunication, but I think.
Oh, shoot. Yep. Indirect hit.
Oh, boy. Talk to us, Jack. What happened right there?
There's Parker. No. Parker didn't speak. And the girls didn't know whether to clear the ball or for Parker to pick the ball up. And Parker didn't say anything. So
offsides, Jack.
Whoa. Well, that's a surprise because the center ref called Parker picking the ball up. Basically, she passed it back to Parker, and she should have kicked it. Instead, Parker picked it up.
Well, we got lucky
there. We got very lucky.
Of course, Graves County's not going to be happy because he liked that call, and then going back out the other way. But looking over there, that Mr. Miller on the north side.
Anna's traveling across. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I'm really excited how these girls are playing. They're traveling to open space, and then they're passing. And what that does is, people aren't anticipating. See, stand there, pass it. They anticipate the passing lane. So what the girls are doing good is, when they're traveling a little bit, they're creating that passing lane, and the girls are moving with
Graves County with an opportunity. Hill going back out the other way. Going to be scrappy. Got to be careful. You're inside the box. Don't want to foul in there.
Nice,
Finally cleared out. Pegel has it out here wide. She sends it over to T.
All the way through Mia.
There you go.
Good job. There's Casey up top, and Zoe's out on the wing.
Pegel needs to keep running.
Nice pass.
Yeah, Pegel needs to keep pouring it on. She's slowing down here a little bit too much, Jack.
Yep.
She should be back right either even, or well, pretty much even right with that number 19, because you don't want to find yourself in an offsides position that far as that goes. Now Pegel sucks into the middle. She's at the top of the 18, Mia Teague. But see, now the bad thing about this is we've got no one on the back post if something were to develop over that way.
Yeah, she's really got to. Somebody's got to say something.
Well, this is where, watching film should help, to point out those things. We're driving back the other way. Anna Whitaker, defensive pressure comes in. It's going to be deflected. Will it stay in? It's going to stay in bounds. So Whitaker's going to run over there, as well as one of the Lady Marshals couldn't tell quite who went over there. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Lady Marshals.
Okay.
Off the left side. You come out here and get a check. You want to get check time?
Yeah,
we
got 4 minutes left in the game.
4 minutes left. That game time brought to you by Puckett's Jewelry. Puckett's Jewelry, 1012 Main Street in Benton, where their name means a great deal. And now, a great deal more. Here comes the goal kick off the left side by Parker Perry. And that one there gets knocked down.
Reese Grimm about ready to check in for Graves, and Abby Bevel for Marshall.
Ball cleared back out. The deflection down off the back of one of the Graves County players. Pressure by Teague.
Sarah, we got to get the ball to the other side. Let's move the ball through the middle. Come on, Case. Try to move forward. Nice pass to Teague. All the way
Teague's
out.
opportunity to the right. Ooh, got disrupted there by number 8. That's a Goodman, the sophomore for Graves County. Lady Marshals maintained the possession. Now moving forward. Ringstaff trying to get that ball down the left line. There's a switch. Pegel and Ringstaff. Ball fed over to the opposite side. Max Lowe's there.
One touch, Zoe.
Or no, it's not Max Lowe. Sorry, that's that was Max Lowe.
Yep. Nice block.
And corner.
Yep.
Corner kick for Lady Marshals.
Zoe's got a great corner foot. So Abby goes in to replace Ringstaff.
And green in for Graves County. And Lady Marshals will have a set piece here in the closing minutes of the first half. And they have the 1-0 lead here at Graves County High School. Reminding you, the boys will be in action after this. Aaron Clayton, Kyle Johnson will be bringing you that. And then fast forward over to Thursday, Jack will be at home
against Callaway County. Another
Max Lowe comes in, strikes the ball. It's going to go short of the near post. Deflected it back, and Lady Marshals have an opportunity. Crashed in by Graves County. 2 players back out the other way. Hill kind of hanging back. The only one there, almost like a sweeper in a way, but
it's a good ball. Anna receives that ball, gets it back.
Graves County is now going to cross the offensive side of the field on the left side. We've got to watch over here on the right side. You got Whitaker wide open on this right wing side.
Yep.
And there is a play. Actually, I think I watched a play developing over to her. There goes the run. We saw that developing over here.
Yep.
She's got about 10 or 15 yards in front of her. And Hill's going to go in. And Hill goes in, disrupts the play, but it's going to be another corner kick. Yep. Sorry, Jack.
Oh, no problem. And I've seen him do it over and over and again. And I'll drive to that corner, and Ellie will just sit right up here on that corner of that 18, and she'll turn and shoot hard. And so you just don't want Ellie up there on top of that box. You just don't.
Well, again, I mentioned Aaron Clayton, Kyle Johnson. They're coming. Aaron, if you're listening, would appreciate it. If any chance you might be able to bring me a bottle of water from the concession stand on your way over here. It's a bit hot, that's for sure. And I came a little bit ill prepared. If you don't, that's okay. I still like you, Aaron. Goal kick here for the Lady Marshals. And Parker Perry will set this one up here on the left side. We're down under 2 minutes. They got the clock stopped on 2 minutes here, and this ball's going to come out. It's going to land in the hands of Coach Michael Boone. Quick throw in here by Graves County. Headed down. Pegel to Fuller to Teague.
Nice, Abby Bevel. Head up, soccer. She received the ball great pass. Great pass. Casey threw to Abby, and Abby just didn't keep her head up. And Mia Teague was wide open on a run, right down the middle. So
easy call there on this one here. Ball played over to Carter, who was about 5 yards offsides.
Yeah, Chase just got a nose full of ball about.
Oh yeah, I thought wonder if she would get a nosebleed. Actually, the official looked over at her and said, "Are you okay?" And Coach Boone's going to go out and kind of roll the ball out to where the offsides area was. Let's move that ball up about 2 or 3 yards, and now Hill will put the ball in play here. Long ball out to the top of the 18. Let's see if we can get it up and through and get the possession. Graves back.
Just punch it.
Robertson, there's a ball up. Back out the other way. Headed down. And Robertson again trying to get there in time. The ball is coming over to the offensive side for Graves County. They're cleared up, and Jack, I'm with you. Just try to gain space and get out of this first half here.
Yep.
Would be a good way to do it. And then regroup, get your breath, get your legs, and kind of finish things out here in the second half. And here's going to be another throw-in. Another one to the hands of Coach Michael Boone.
So we're down there.
Oh, yeah, we're under 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes for at least a minute. So I'd say we're probably within 30 seconds.
You don't want Ellie right there. See?
He has a good throw-in. Hill's a good defender, though. Goes in. It's going to be another corner kick. So that could be that we watch this corner kick develop and see how that play ends. Probably see a punt after that, and that might just about end the half.
Yep.
And there's a ball down for the corner kick.
It's good soccer so far.
Yeah, actually good, and tough team. And like we said, there's a lot of seniors on this squad here, and get a good look at someone who could be an opponent here. This off of the near post, dangerous ball went across. Graves County going to try to come back around the other way. That could have been a foul, pushing it back. No call. Oh, yes they did. Oh, halftime.
I'm telling everyone. Instead, you would say nothing.
Your home for Marshall County Soccer, K95.7.
Just underway here in the second half. Caleb King alongside Jack Fuller here at Graves County, Kentucky. Lady Marshall starting off with the ball. Robertson going to skip the ball away, get it across the center line. Crass looking over the turn, looking over the right side. You got Maxlow open. There's the ball fed to her. You got to get and go. Coming back out on the other side is number 9, Gallimore. We've seen that play actually last year Coach Boone had where they come all the way around for that run. And Mia Teague's going to drop it back to the defensive line. And let things get reset up here by John Walker. Walker over to Hill. Hill across the center line over to the left side where Lady Marshalls get there in time to keep it in. It's going to be tough to get there in time, but she does or does not. Got there. Casey got there in time. Now Robertson has it up on the left side. She feeds it into Crass. Pop back out the other way. Over to the right side. Lady Marshalls with the pressure. Graves County with the pressure as well. Who's going to maintain the possession?
Nice steal by Mia Teague to Abby.
Teague muscles through, and actually she did a good job because the girl was doing a good job of concealing her, but she on the inside kind of had a grab, not holding her jersey, but had her arms wrapped around her. But Graves with the long ball back out the other way. Defensive line for Lady Marshalls are there, but charging with a full head of steam. I thought she was going to play that back to the keeper, but wisely turned back out the other way. She's got to maintain that possession. Graves going to kick it over to the right side. Hope Howard's over there for the Lady Marshalls. And Hill, she'll get the next one, feed it to Casey Fuller. Here's a long ball in the air, 50-50. Actually, no 50-50. Graves was there to receive that one 100%. But Robinson, look at that. She comes right in. She steals the ball away. We got a 4-on-4 opportunity. Crash trying to break up around. Has 2 defenders to get through. Tries to get the ball over farther. Casey Fuller. You got Teague on the backside. Looking at Maxlow wide open. We get the ball twisted over. There's going to be looks like she didn't get a yellow card for that. That was just a 2-handed shove by, who was that?
Casey Fuller.
Casey Fuller. Yeah. You know that name, don't you, Mr. Jack Fuller?
Yeah, she said I had enough. They were doing some hip checking, and she said, uncle. So.
All right, now here's the ball back in play by Graves County. No one there on this one there to receive it other than the Lady Marshalls. It's going to be tapped out of bounds as Hope Howard tries to go forward, but it went off of Graves County player. So it'll be a throw in just short of the center line on the left side for the Lady Marshalls. There's a slight breeze blowing from our right to left. So I guess that'd be coming sort of out of the, you can call it that, the north or slightly out of the west maybe.
But it's a nice breeze, isn't it?
Well, it feels good. And if that sun can just go down a little bit more, it'd be even better. But at least there's overcast conditions right now instead of bright sunshine in our eyes. Here's the ball back in play. Bevel with a touch over to
Casey.
The right side.
Back to Bevel. Yep.
Bevel. We got Maxlow again. Opportunity. If we can get that ball through, look, there she is. We can just get the strip. Oh, Graves with the strip back out the other way. And this is going to roll out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Graves County.
Yeah, that was just a touch off.
And that throw in, I think she maybe moved herself forward a little bit too much, so they're going to pull this one back, have her move back a few feet. I think she gave herself about a 5 to 7 yard advantage. And now she's back where she needs to be, and there is the throw in, straight down the line on the far touch line. Graves trying to work the ball through. Hill's there. She's going to turn it out wide or try to go wide. That'll be a goal kick here for the Lady Marshalls. Good job.
Good field presence. Chase saw her coming and just kind of turned around and dropped it into the girl's knees and allowed us to have that goal kick. So
Yep, and doing the
presence.
what should be the obvious is you don't turn the ball in towards the goal, you turn it back out away. Keep the ball from not being in the favorable position for the opponent. And here comes Perry. There's a long ball over to the left side. Grace is going to settle it just short of the center line. But Robertson.
See, that's a perfect example of where we pressure the passer. Casey pressured the passer. As a result, 2 plays later, Anna Roberts is stealing the ball.
So Maxlow working the ball here on the offensive side of the field, puts it out to the top of the 18. Graves County is going to pop it back out the other way. And Looper is going to carry it all the way out across the center line. Pressure, though, cleared out of bounds. Be a throw in here for the Lady Marshals. Excuse me, check that for Graves County. A throw in, I think. I would hope the Lady Marshals get that one there. They do win that one there. Donna Walker trying to work out of the corner here for the Lady Marshals. I can't see where it's going to go, Jack, but it's still working right over there. Oh, I'll tell you where it goes. It goes out to the parking lot. I don't know who's saying it there. It looks like it must be Lady Marshals because Graves County with a quick throw in.
Presley thumped that into the...
There's another one. This is going to be a throw in just about even with the corner kick position. Maybe about 2 or 3 yards short. Again, we're just underway here in the second half. Lady Marshals with the 1-0 lead. Graves County.
Sorry.
With that throw in. Go ahead, Jack.
Well, we're not matching up with Ellie. I mean, you got Abby and Mia are about 10 yards away from her, and she's just camped up there on that 18, and you've really got to put a body on her all the time. And, just pressure. Don't allow her to get the ball.
Hey, we need some energy. Let's go.
Here, Coach Boone saying we need some energy. And let's see what this goal kick does here for the Lady Marshals. Nicely played out toward Maxlow. Knocked down by Teague. Graves County pops it up in the air. At the center circle is Crass off of her head. And who's going to come out with this? Graves County is going to get 3 consecutive passes, but that last one goes out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in here for the Lady Marshals.
A lot of play at the midline.
Coach Boone yelling out some instructions to number 20, Zoe Maxlow.
We do have an opportunity to switch the ball right now. Mia, switch it, go.
I mean, Zoe's got an opportunity to throw it through there. There's Crass and Maxlow. If they can just get through that last line.
Here comes Casey. Now shoot.
There's Casey Fuller on the back side. Oh, she feeds over to Maxlow. Maxlow tries to turn and do something on it.
Oh.
And the ball's loose for her. Yes. Hang on. What's the signal here, Jack?
I don't know what that ref's calling.
I think offsides. I think Mr. Miller maybe has an offsides flag.
Up here, that's not even an issue.
Maxlow's injured, so Coach Boone's going to go out. And we're going to wait and see what the call is. But more importantly, is Maxlow went down to the ground and laid there for a couple of moments to make sure she's okay. She's walking off her own power. I think she may have just kind of
got her tummy bump.
Yeah, or landed on her hip. She's holding that left hip a little bit. So let's see. I think there may have been an offsides call, but let's see what the final.
Yeah, I think that's where he's playing it.
Yeah, so we're going to have an offsides on the Lady Marshals.
Nice hard play through though. They didn't stop. They didn't stop till the whistle blew. So nice strong playing. Good play by Matt. Good play all around. Kelsey pushed that ball out. I mean, nice pass. Set that whole transition up.
I didn't see who came in. Who came in?
Kelsey, Janie Pagels over there on the side. Yep.
Okay. Robertson trying to power through.
I mean, Anna Robertson is just...
and then she's a good... I mean, she's
just
I'll probably call her a beast, but
yeah, I would call her
almost there. I mean, you gotta give her something to strive for.
Yeah, she does not give up.
Oh no, she's relentless out there. I mean, just another one of the great players. So this Lady Marshals are going to set up just outside of the 18, maybe about 25 yards out. Mia Teague's going to take this one here. This will be a direct kick opportunity. I think she can knock it, Jack, but the keeper, if she slides over, she can make it not happen. Here comes the strike. The ball's going on target. Actually, she had the leg just sailed it a little bit wide right.
Yep. So some of the girls train with a guy named Brent Goulet. He's a U.S. Olympian. He's out of Nashville. And a lot of these girls, did some shooting and some finishing stuff with him. And loopers were involved in it too, and it was just really funny. He would not say that. What would he say? Anybody can kick it over the goal. Anybody can kick it to the goalie. You got to kick it in the corner.
Yeah, that's true. You thread the needle, for lack of better words.
Yeah, he's quite a character.
Lady Marshall's throw in here by number 9. Gallimore, ball working over to the right side. Actually, it's toward the center right now. Hill's going to have it. Come back over to Gallimore. Gallimore is going to turn. He's going to approach the center line. Feeds the ball up to Casey Fuller. Fuller has 3 players right around here. Nice ball down the line to Mia Teague. Teague pops it back into the middle, but no one there to receive it. Here comes back over to Casey Fuller. Fuller gets tripped up. Who's going to maintain the possession? Fuller trying to go out wide. Ball pops loose.
Through about 4 feet.
Bevel. Toss it back. Lady Marshall's a reset. Looking back over the right side. P. Money. Back to Bevel. Teague trying to get a turn. Disrupted there by Graves County. Teague trying to come back out the other way and disrupts it enough. Trying to get things going back in Lady Marshall's direction. And here comes the...
March in a row. Yeah, man. You got to tell her, P, man, on. Don't put her in that spot again.
You heard some instructions there from Coach Pagel. I think instructions back to the defensive line to make sure, or maybe the mid it was, I'm not sure which one it is, but saying you got to be able to say man on. Don't put your teammate in that position by not letting them know.
Yeah.
Good instructions. I mean, it's very simple stuff, but
they're not talking a lot.
Well, I was going to say, some of the most successful teams I've ever seen are the ones that are talking constantly to each other.
Yep. And there's not a lot of talk back here, and that almost resulted in a goal, at the end of the first half. So they've really got to speak up. They really got to talk to each other. Your offense is, when you're receiving a ball from the defense, and you're going to turn left or right, or, if it's not a pass-on movement, then someone's got to tell you where your defender is behind you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know if you remember Lorelei Sampson or not. My name for her was Lorelei, the Disruptor Sampson, because that's what she did. She disrupted things there on that defensive line. But she was a talker. She was a leader on that back defensive line.
You could hear it from the bleachers.
Absolutely. So you need that kind of thing. That's for sure. Otherwise, everybody's, in a way, running around playing their own game and mentally thinking, I know what the next person's thinking. And some of that should be natural, because you practice together and you should play together the same way. But communications goes a long way, that's for sure. This ball sails out of bounds, across the fence, and out into the rocky area on the far side.
Hey, ball!
And here's a long ball played, and there's another one comes back in. So now
that's Reese.
We got 2 of them.
Reese yells about as loud as her dad.
No, well, she says yes, 10-4, I do that. All right, here comes the throw-in, and Hope Howard looking for a player to feed the ball to. Gifted to Crass. Crass pops it up in the air, back to
Abby outside.
If I had one constructive thing, I'd say, for the Lady Marshall's midline is don't pop those little balls up about head high or shoulder high. It's just too many chances of getting a turnover, and this is what happened right there. As Graves County's working the ball far down the opposite side of the field. This will be a corner kick for Graves County. Graves County's got a couple players here to sub in. Excuse me. And here's a substitution. Alrighty. And
secret number 13. That's your secret.
Number 13. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's Allison Zergot or not. That's the only one I have. It doesn't have a number, but that doesn't mean it's accurate. So I hesitate to say. If we get someone out here, I probably should ask her why she was there.
Here we go, come on!
She had no obligation to answer me, but I'd be like, who are you?
Well,
with the CIA. All right, Lady Marshalls disrupt that. Come back out the other way. Crass. Lady Marshalls are way all back in their defensive line. Look at that run on the right side. Trying to charge Tinsley Perry, trying to get over, get the ball up and through. She was calling for it, trying to feed that ball, asked for the ball. Now she's going to retreat back over here to her right side.
There you go.
Yeah, that was Gallimore. I'm sorry. I think I said Perry, but Gallimore.
Man, I confuse her and Abby. So we're just really doing a good job of, keeping up on our toes.
Crass now on the right side. There's a ball. Teague with a pump, and it's going to go right of goal.
Casey's got a real
didn't have the best touch of the ball that she'd like. And see here, we're down to 26-34. Puckett's Jewelry game time. Puckett Jewelry, located at 1012 Main Street in Benton, where their name means a great deal, and now a great deal more. Lady Marshalls getting hurt with that 1-0 lead. Looper at the touch. Teague trying to go through. Couple hands on the back, but no call. There's a shot by Robertson. Oh, Jack, I thought that was going to go in. Great shot by Robertson from about 20 yards out, right on the center line of the goal. But probably about that, that little circle out on the top of the penalty box is about where she was, or maybe just a couple of yards beyond that. But good shot, but just sailed over, maybe about 10 inches or so too high.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with us doing a high press right here, man. We've done a good job. Oh, just a little too high. So a little bit over Casey's head.
Looper trying to get a turn and come down the line. Pushed it by Casey forward. Gets the steal. Drops it over to
Teague's got a Teague. See, that's where you can come back out. You see all that space over here, and we just pushed it back into the middle of all their traffic, and we just didn't need to do that.
They tried to do that same play, Jack, and fed it back over to Robertson, who had just had a good shot, but now things are going back out the other way. See if the Lady Marshalls can disrupt things here at the center line. Nope, they don't. Grace County going to fall forward. Long ball over to the right side. And they give it up to Hill. But Hill's going to send it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here for Graves County. Maybe about halfway between the goal line and the center line on the far side of the field.
25 minutes left in the game.
Remind you that the Marshalls will be in play after this one here. Aaron Clayton, Kyle Johnson will be bringing you that action. Graves trying to work up and through. There's a touch. Going to go through. I think the intention was a shot on that one, Jack, but it got disrupted back out the other way. Casey Fuller thought maybe kept it in play, but out of bounds. It was the call as the ball broke the plane.
Yeah,
looks like.
Yep.
There'll be a throw in here. Goodman throws in the ball down the line. There's a handball, and we all had to wait for all the players to signal before the official did. It's such a tendency to want to just stop.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, handball. But don't stop until the whistle's blown. How many times do you hear that? Just that simple little instruction. While it did happen about maybe 2 seconds after the handball.
Anyway. We're just so judgmental as soccer parents. Right?
Oh, well, I'm not a soccer parent anymore, so I can say what I want. Not necessarily true. There's a ball across the front of the goal.
Shot by Ellie Carter. A little bit far out. She's about 20 to 30 yards out. She shot across her body, and it wasn't just, she didn't get any energy behind it, but I wouldn't even call that a shot on goal, really.
Wingstaff and Lamb back in for the Lady Marshalls. Teague's going to come off, as well as Abby Bevel. Bevel, I think we've talked about 2 or 3 players who've just shown good improvement. She's one of them. I think I've maybe mentioned it 2 or 3 times, but we just got a lot of really good players. And just have to get synced together. And no matter what you do this season, of course I want all the success in the world, but they're going to play this full season together. Then they're going to have, some of them are going to have, travel ball together. And just imagine what next season's going to be like.
Really, really. And those six sophomores, goodness sakes, I mean, they are good soccer players. So we're looking at a really good next 2 years of soccer, and don't have a lot of good, we don't have a really deep freshman group yet. But
Jack, I want to disrupt you here, but here's a corner kick here by Graves County. Sorry, got you actually switch out. Go ahead, they're going to switch out.
Yeah, sure. I thought for sure Hadley would have shot that ball. She's a great left foot, but Anna Whitaker comes in there to take that shot, that corner kick. We really got to clear this ball. We got to, Kelsey's up top, and if we could clear it out there and just really surprise him, Kelly could burn that.
Here the ball goes over toward the far post. Dangerous. Headed out by, I think, Robertson.
Anna Robertson headed out.
Graves trying to blast one back out the other way, but a whole lot of traffic. It's going to go over to the right. Keeper's out of place. Yeah. She loses the ball. If there's a shot, we're in danger. There's a clear out finally by the Lady Marshalls. Keeper finally retreats back, so Parker Perry's back in there where she needs to be. Lady Marshalls trying to prevent the turn, and this is going to be deflected by Lady Marshalls. Perry comes out, dives down on this one here. Corrals it, going to disrupt that play.
Yep.
And danger was poised there for the Lady Marshalls, and kind of dodged an opportunity there. Graves County did anyway. Or we dodged the opportunity.
So they're going to high press. So, this passing out to the wing, it's just not. Got a little bit of energy here. We really got to.
So, her problem, right?
That was a 50-50 there.
Grace with the ball in play over towards the left side off of that direct kick. Now Looper has it over on the left. defended by P Money and trying to go.
They're doing a great job.
They're going at it together, that's for sure.
Yep, Hadley's a good soccer player. That's a great job by Presley.
Another throw in here by Graves. This is deep in the corner kick area. And it's going to be blasted out. Not sure. She'd like to have that one there back. Gallimore just sailed that one there out to the parking lot.
Call for the ball. Like here's the thing.
There's the throw in.
If you don't call for the ball, I'm not going to throw it to you. Like that's how I am.
Good to see Zoe Maxlow going to be checking back in, so it looks like her hip's good. Yeah, Holsapple and 3 others going to come back in a minute as well.
You got to stop doing that.
Yeah, she's putting herself in a high-risk situation, or putting the team in a high-risk situation, really, by coming out.
Y'all tell her.
Here, Coach.
That's a bad decision. That's a bad decision. No matter how you look at it.
Coach Pagel with the instructions there. That's a dumb decision. He's right. It's puts you at high.
There's Ellie right there. You got to get Ellie out of that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Puts you at high risk coming out there, and unfortunately, I saw a Sweet 16 go away where the keeper came out of the box, and it just it was the one goal that mattered. So here's the substitutions.
Okay.
Coming in. I know Holsapple went in. Of course, Maxlow went in, and already missed who the other 2 were.
I'm sorry. Laney Smith went in.
Okay.
Hannah Holsapple, Maxlow, and someone on the other
Wasn't
side.
Ringstaff, was it? I think she may have already been in.
Perry. Kinsley Perry on the other side there.
Gotcha. Yep, you're right. Perry on the opposite side.
That was a lot.
Hill blast the ball back out. It's going to give a lot of breathing room, but it's going to be a throw-in for Graves County, right in front of the Marshall County fan base. And there's that sun coming out again, Jack. It'll be good, though, for the boys' game. That's going to duck down here in about 30 to 45 minutes. It'll be a throw-in for the Lady Marshalls on the opposite side. How much time we got, Jack?
19 and a half minutes. It's 1-0 Marshall County.
19 and a half minutes. That time brought to you by Puckett's Jewelry at 1012 Main Street in Benton, where their name means a great deal, and now a great deal more. Caleb King alongside Jack Fuller. He's here all season, doing caller and stats. Appreciate that very much. It sure makes us a whole lot easier, that's for sure.
Well, you make it fun, Caleb.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Maxlow gets tripped up. That's going to be a direct kick opportunity for the Lady Marshalls. It's pretty deep out.
Where's Mia?
We'll say about, we'll make about 35 or so yards.
Yeah, we've got our
Hill's going to take this one. I don't know if she'll go straight to the goal or go left or right. What do you think?
Well, she's good at pooching that ball up a little bit, so she gets up. That's just like that, but just a little bit too much.
Yeah,
a little bit too much.
Landed maybe about 8 yards or so away from Zoe Maxlow. Well, landed out of bounds, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. But you're right.
There's a little bit of energy coming with Graves, and we've really got to set them back and keep on our toes. Keep on our toes. Don't start backpedaling. Push forward.
Samantha and Kristen Kelly checking in for Graves County, as well as number 25, Kim Burrell Drury, a junior. This goal kick for Graves County.
You came up over there. You guys can't do that in high school. Just a reminder.
Okay.
He's
not sure what's going on. What are the instructions?
He's clarifying how they come on and off the field. The girls weren't coming off at the 50-yard line. They're just kind of going to the thing. And so he's just clarifying that you've got to come off at mid.
In and out right here.
In and out right here.
You know what? I 100% agree with him. 100%. That you lose track of what's going on. Otherwise, you got potential people just coming on and off unaccounted for.
Watch Hadley back there. Watch Hadley. Laney, you better react.
Ball led over to the left side, Looper. And then going in. Don't play the ball off the ground. Looper still going to come out with a lot of pressure. Robertson going in after there. She's disrupted the play. It'll be a throw-in for Graves County. But Anna Robertson getting in there. Lady Marshall is getting scrappy and trying to get physical to kind of slow down the drive. But the throw-in here about even with the 18. And this is going to go, who's this going to go off of? Let's see what the call is. No one's in a hurry, so I'm guessing that's going to be a goal kick. Yep. That is a sign. The Lady Marshall's goal kick here.
Right here, girls, right here.
So this is a big game. It's a good indicator, of where we gauge with these guys. They beat Davies County, so Graves over the weekend beat Davies County 2-1. So Davies County is a pretty strong team. In Region 2? So it's not they are no slouch team. They're consistently strong. It's them and Owensboro Catholic usually that get there to that Sweet 16 spot. So
Jack, talk a little bit about how this last play just here developed. It started off with a short kick off, a goal kick off the right side, and then they actually kind of sucked Graves County towards them, and then got that ball going down. Now we're all the way down in the offensive side of the field. Of course, it's going to be a throw in here for the Lady Marshals. Should be a couple substitutions if the official will look over here, but not going to get it in time. And there's a big ball over the backside, and it's going to be, I think, cleared out by Graves. It is, and the throw in here for the Lady Marshals.
Teague's coming in for Anna. Anna's had a lot of minutes. She's going to be tired tonight, maybe. And Anna's got all the energy in the world.
Here's the throw in by the Lady Marshals. Goes to Teague. Teague off her head. The ball rolls toward the top of the 18, but cleared out by Graves County. Graves trying to go a little bit further. Ringstaff's there, though, to disrupt the play. She's going to drop it back to the defensive line. A little touch back to Ringstaff. Ringstaff's got a lot of pressure coming around her. Drives up and through. Gets the ball over to Teague. Teague feeds the ball over to Maxlow on the right side. And there's a ball fed up in. Nobody on that back post, though. Probably a little bit too premature of a play on the ball there. Graves County has the reception, and they're going to get it all the way up. Actually, thought they were going to get it through to their offensive side of the field, but Lady Marshall's putting a lot of pressure over there on that right side.
Peyton Lamb.
Back the other way now.
Settle. So dribble. We're starting to react a little bit, and we're passing. We're not dribbling to open space and then passing.
Lady Marshall's fighting for the ball. Graves County.
Way to go, Ringstaff.
And there's again, right in there, I want to say elbow to elbow, hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, fighting for the ball. But, man, I really like seeing her stand tough right there. Graves County puts the ball quickly back into play. Maxlow's there, going to receive the deflection. Gives it over to Mia Teague. Nice pass. Hostapple out wide to the right. Let's see if the foot race will get there. Maxlow gets there in time. She has two defenders right on her heels. Works back over to her right side, her left side. Deflected out of bounds. We throw in here for the Lady Marshals. And Casey Fuller will check back in for the Lady Marshals.
And put her up top. See if we can get some movement here.
And Lady Marshals have that 1-0 lead. And we're going to step out here just a little bit. Take a look, see what we got. Yeah, Maxlow open, receives the ball back. We got back here to the defensive line. Laney Smith tries to get a momentum going forward. Ringstaff works up around one. There's an opportunity to feed the ball through. You got Casey Fuller, Maxlow on the right side. See if they can work together. There's a ball near the touchline. Across the front. Deflected back. Is that going to be a corner kick or a goal kick?
I wish it's probably a corner. It should be a corner.
It is going to be a corner kick. Yep, you're right.
I wish Mia had that. She knows she wants that back. She leaned back just a little bit too far, looked up, and all she had to do was just basically inside of your foot and tap that in. I mean, Zoe did a great job on that. Great job. See, she traveled to
there's a corner kick. Goes out to the top of the 18. Trying to get a turn. Actually, ball played back. Perry, little touch over to the back post. Handball in the box. What is that? Tell me it was, sir.
It sure looked like it.
Gosh, it sure looked like it, didn't it? No call.
Goodness.
Then you know what? I learned a long time ago there are some magic words in there that if in the opinion of the official.
Right.
And apparently that was the opinion. Or maybe he just didn't see it. There's perspective. We got a different perspective than he did. And nonetheless, was no call. Sure looked like it, but.
Well,
I'm not going to harp on it.
We sure have a lot of forward pressure, don't we?
Yeah, that's
and you know where Ellie Carter is right now? She's back here. She's back here and 35 to 40 feet from their own goal. Nice.
Yeah, but I like the idea of the one touch going. Actually, it really wasn't a one touch, but the ball. Yeah, I guess it was a one touch. Kind of ball settled, coming and rolling back to her, but she went in there and blasted it. But that's just it. She blasted it and didn't really have really good control and sailed it about 8 feet over the top right side of the goal. Lady Marshals.
That's such a hard thing to do. I mean, you watch professional soccer players do it. You watch Olympians do it. It's just a tendency to lean back, and if your foot's not in the right place, that ball's going over the goal. And you just really got to concentrate on getting your body over the ball, your knee almost over the ball. So
field goal kickers never knew how easy they had it, did they?
Right.
They can go as high as they want. As long as it goes between the uprights, you get it. Graves County working the ball back out the other way. On that far touch line. The Marshals are retreating back. Pressure on that far side. Graves County sends one in. Hill knocks it down. Is it going to stay in bounds? Nope, sent back out. Actually, goes back out the other way. Cleared out. Graves is going to settle. There's a ball over the left side. That's going to be tough to get to, but they'll get there in time. The ball stops about 3 feet from going out of bounds. There's a ball in towards the near post, headed up in the air. It's going to stay in bounds. And collision by players, kind of a lack of communication there. And those were 2 Marshall County players. Graves County still has the possession, sends the ball into the top of the 18. Graves wanted to get a turn, knocked down. Teague finally controls the ball, gets it over to Peyton Lamb. Lamb feeds the ball forward. Intended for that left side to Perry, but decent the pressure comes in, steals the ball, gets the momentum going back out the other way. Hill, let's see if she can reset things here for the Lady Marshalls.
Casey's got to get up higher. She's not used to playing that.
There's a 2-on-3 opportunity for Graves County.
See how Ellie was charging like that? She'll step twice and shoot that ball, and you just don't need her up there.
And Lady Marshalls just with a 1-0 lead here in the second half. Remind you, boys will be in action after this. They're just down here to our right on the old practice field here at Graves County High School. Keeping themselves loose, working some drills. Greenstaff here going to work the ball for the Lady Marshalls. Tries to feed it up over for Maxlow, but not enough pressure. Mia Teague actually went in behind her. Wow, did you see that?
Yeah.
Not Maxlow, Ringstaff went in with a 1-touch, and she had some heat on that ball. Now Casey Fuller looks, she does a shot there from the back of the net.
Finally cleared that top beam, didn't she?
She did, she got it in there, and that's at the 9:58 mark. 9:58 mark. Casey Fuller puts one in the back of the net for the Lady Marshalls to make it 2-0. And with that Marshall County goal, that's $5 more into the CFSB scholarship scoreboard. Where at the end of the year, CFSB will present 4 scholarships to Marshall County students, 2 athletic, 2 academic, both male and female, for their contributions to Marshall County High School. CFSB, your life, your bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Substitution here for the Lady Marshalls coming in is Caitlin Tucker.
Yep. Play some Chase.
Chase is going to come out.
Really good game.
Done a great
really
job.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, I really don't want to use her own player, but she has some Lorelei-esque type of play, you know.
And she's a sophomore, and last year she started with us, and she saved some games, man. I mean, she's a top-notch soccer player, she's one of those girls that could easily go to the next level and play soccer,
Another shot there by Graves County, just a little over the top.
Another shot by Ellie Carter. You just got to keep Ellie outside that 20, man. You just got to keep her out.
Crass, Robertson, and Pagel back in for the Lady Marshalls. So getting that rotation, trying to keep some fresh legs in there in the closing 10 minutes, or actually under 10 minutes at this point here. Maxlow is going to come off, as well as Perry and Lamb. So across the top line, you got Casey Fuller over here on the right wing, Crass at top, and on the left side, who we got on that left side?
Janie Pagel.
Janie Pagel, yep, she just checked in.
Header to Kelsey. Casey took that ball off the goal kick and headed it right to Kelsey's feet. If she would have received it, man, she was gone. Gone. Kelsey's got some wheels. We can't let that in now. Just can't let that ball in. We got to keep it moving forward. Keep us on our feet. There's Kelsey.
The ball to Crass. Crass trying to get a turn. Disrupting the play is Lizzie Irons. And Graves trying to work the long ball back out the other way. 50-50 balls received by Robertson.
Back in, and it's another good ball right there. It's just got to close in on it. We're starting to get on our heels a little bit up here, and we're not moving forward. We're not on our toes. We're not, pressing the ball. We're trying to pass.
Yeah.
And we don't need to pass. We need to dribble and create space.
Yeah, I'd say my observation in the last 60 to maybe 80 or so seconds has been both teams put together 2 consecutive passes, and then the other team disrupting it back out the other way.
And we're not dribbling to open space and create passing lanes. We're standing there with the ball because we're tired.
Yeah, we got out here on top. If we can get a ball up and through, we got our 3 offensive players that just came in.
Yep.
Crass, Pagel, and Fuller, but there are also 4 blue jerseys hanging back as well. See, there's a ball. It's just back to the defensive line for Graves, and they're going to clear it back out the way again. Lady Marshalls, have the 2-0 lead. And Bevel will check back in. There's a ball towards the top of the 18, headed back out the other way by the Lady Marshalls. There's a good in ball played by Graves County, but no one there to make it happen.
Now, Janie, take your time, dribble open space. No, you had time. She should have continued to dribble into open space.
Janie hanging side by side, trying to win it back out the other way.
Nice soccer. Playing hard.
Yep, I'd like to see Casey Ford just pull back here a little bit more because we got this defender back here allowing us about another 15 or so yards.
Yeah, she can really she
And the yellow card against Pagel.
Yep.
We kind of saw the frustration building, quite honestly, so she'll come out and who's going to go in? Looks like Parker or Kinsley Perry, sorry. And Bevel will go in at the same time here.
Okay, so we've got our starting midfield in there. We've got Casey up top, and we've got Kinsley on the other side. So we're missing Zoe up top. So we're almost back to our starting rotation up top.
What did Jenny do?
We got ring staff coming off as well. Yep. All right, and here comes the direct kick for Graves County. There's no wall or anything like that. Ball's put in play. Goes right out towards the top of the 18. Headed back by Casey Fuller, but Graves County's going to be there. There goes a one-touch back out the other way. Not much heat on it, but knocked down. Graves trying to get a little touch. Goes into the hands of Parker Perry.
Off the Ellie Carter.
Ball coming back out the other way for the Lady Marshals. Teague turns it back over to Bevel. Bevel looking for a little room to play it up at Crass. Crass with a little turn. Oh, got it right up behind Casey Fuller. Need to get it out in front of her. Fuller trying to go up and around. A couple grabs right there. No call, but ball moving the other way for Graves County now. As we're down to...
That was offside. Oh, my God.
4:30. There's a shot. Save! Wow.
Very nice save.
That's a save of the day there by Parker Perry. Leaping out, getting vertical, stopping that one there from going to the back of the net.
Hannah Whitaker was probably about 5 yards offside. So I don't know how you didn't call that.
Puck comes out, knocked back out the other way by Graves County. Lady Marshall's trying to settle it. Moving forward over here on this right side of the field. Kind of a little bit of miscue between, I think, Teague and Fuller. Graves is going to receive it back at the defensive end of the field. Long ball. Dangerous here if Graves County player can get up and through. Don't knock her off the ball too much there. Don't want to get a foul inside the box. And the Coach Herrera, he's wanting to call. There was no call there. That's one of those, I think, you kind of trying to influence a little bit more than the reality was. But he's doing coach job, right? Isn't that coach stuff? Try to get those kind of things going. Casey Fuller, a little bit of room to walk back the other way. Eric pass went right back to the defensive line.
Didn't travel. She should have just traveled,
And now we've got an offsides by Graves County. I didn't see that one there, but that was the call.
That was a lot. That was a lot, further off than the. So Anna's a really good one to play, Ellie Carter. I mean, Coach has done a really good job. He's had Anna on Ellie, then he's had Mia on Ellie, and then he's had Abby on Ellie. So each one of them's kind of rotated on her, kept fresh legs, and really kept her off the ball for the most part. I think, she's had 3 shots on goal this game so far, and she's by far their most prolific, scorer, and they've done a good job of keeping her off the ball. Keeping her out of that 20 to 30 yard mark. They've really good coaching and really good field presence by our midfielders.
That last ball played by Graves County, I'm sure the coach would like to have that one there back.
Hustle! Oh, sorry. Sorry about that.
Hustle. That's all right. Happens every now and then. Casey Fuller trying to battle for the ball here on the near touchline. Finally gets a steal away from Graves County. Beats it over to Bevel. Bevel looking down the line. Works back over to her left side. Beats the ball over to Robertson. Robertson's open to get it over to Teague.
Look to the wing, Robertson.
Oh, yeah. You got both wings wide open.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there's ball stripped away. Robertson's back. He goes on to the back post and plus more. Back post plus 5 yards.
Plus 10.
7.5. Let's meet in the middle, right? 3 points. There you go. We're now under 2 minutes to go here. The Lady Marshals have the 2-0 lead as Eric Clayton and Kyle Johnson approach, and they're getting ready to bring you boys action here. They'll be next.
Nothing over the top.
Good coaching. I'm impressed with the coaching this game. Girls are smiling. They've got the weight off their shoulders. They've got a really good attitude, really good field presence, on their toes the whole game. Really good soccer. Mia.
Mia, yeah.
Yeah, Carter, yeah.
Yeah, she yellow card. Yeah, you can't do that. You gotta wait to allow the substitution. But Teague does have to come off with the yellow card. So 2 yellow cards on the Lady Marshals, 1 on Pagel and 1 on Teague. Teague, a little bit of frustration, really just trying to slow things down.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Got under 2 minutes in the game.
You just don't want a second one, so she'll most assuredly stay on the bench at this point. And the official will go get himself in position as we're down to about a minute to go here in this one here. Long ball up, chested back the other way. Peyton Lamb pops this one up in the air.
There you go, Tucker. Play through the ball. Good job, Tucker. Keep it going.
Graves in desperation trying to make and move something back out the other way. Be a throw in here for the Lady Marshals.
We definitely in the past have had a tough time on this field, and I'm really happy to see the girls just not even affecting the girls in the head at all. So they're really playing well.
Nice header down there by Graves County, looking to try to turn on the ball. And actually they swing it all the way out wide, out to Amy Mata. Mata tries to go in towards the near post, but not enough heat on that, and Parker Perry right there for the easy scoop. I'd say we're probably about 30 seconds to the close of this one here. We'll probably see a punt, a couple of plays of the ball, and then the end of this game here. Perry puts this one in play. Punt gets out to the center line. Knocked down by Graves County. Now Peyton Lamb goes the other way, but Graves County blasts the ball back over to the opposite side. Lady Marshals Robertson is going to carry the ball through the center circle. A little touch by Graves County disrupts things and going back out the other way. Jack, we've got to be within 15 or so seconds, I would think, at this point. Graves looking for a turn back out the other way, but the official's not really looking at his clock, so maybe we had a couple seconds added in for the 2 yellow cards for those times the substitution come in and out. I don't know. Nonetheless, it'll be a throw-in on the opposite side of the field for Graves County. There's the ball up in play. Robertson. At this point, I'd just like to see blast back out the other way. There's going to be a foul against Robertson. Quickly back in play there by Graves County. Working on that far touchline. There's a ball in. This is going to roll easily to Parker Perry. Thanks, sir. Appreciate that.
Come in a little bit, Disley. Come in a little bit.
Perry punts this one here out. This one again is going to land right about the center line. Head it back out the other way. And I just would sail it. That's what I would do, Jack, at this point. You know, the likelihood of scoring another goal is low. Just sail it to the clock. Get out of this one here. And before Lady Marshals get any more chippy than they need to be, actually, at this point.
Yeah, I agree. That's when you kind of like,
over to the right side, trying to work up and around, an opportunity to work the ball now. This is going to be a corner kick. And see, this is where it's just sail that ball, Jack. Get it down here, chew up that time. But now Graves County has an opportunity for a set piece here. In literally the closing seconds.
Halfway.
We got to clear this ball. This is not going to be...
No, Graves only has 1 player back. There's the ball, goes in towards the near touchline. Perry knocks it down. Jumps on top of it.
Perry.
I'd just like to see her jump up and just boot it out, clear it out right now, wouldn't you, Jack?
Yes,
Or is that just too early?
Yeah.
There it is. Well, so wouldn't it really matter? So, all right.